Hello and welcome to another studio edition of Chat with Charmers. If you've been following these videos, you'll know that we have some creative difficulties on the show. Larry and Giles, specifically, our art director and assistant. All I can do is apologise. I am truly sorry for their kind of poor efforts, really. You deserve better. We all deserve better. Sort it out, guys. So, on to today's question, and it's a good question, and it's from Solo, who lives with Lisa Rutherford, and they would like to know, is it possible to get started on your horse charming journey without physically being able to get one of the coaches to get to you because you're too far away? And the answer is essentially yes, absolutely. We do the bulk of our work by video, and there's a really good section on our website which explains how video coaching works for you and your horse. It's a really inexpensive way of training, and really effective because you can actually pick and choose when you and your horse are both at your most relaxed, rather than if you booked a specific day and session for somebody to come to you. You know, the weather could be awful, your horse could go lame, you could not be on good form for whatever reason. So, you know, it's really a great medium to get started with this stuff. And, you know, something I was really skeptical about myself when I first got in touch with Max. I kind of thought, how is this going to work? You know, you need to be there to see the animal, surely. But having kind of had the coaching myself and now working, you know, on the team behind the scenes, I see how much effort we go to get all the information up front. So it's as good as having been there. You know, quite often I'll get people to do a walk around of their entire facility, so I can see every nook and cranny, so I know where the best places are to train, where the horse is at its most relaxed, how far they have to walk from the field to the stable and things like that. So we put a lot of effort into making this work for you and your horse. So, you know, if you are a bit skeptical about video coaching, I do understand that. But, you know, what I would say is we've made this work for hundreds, if not thousands of people. I don't know how many exactly, but a lot of people are training their horses all around the world with this medium, and it works really well. So in terms of the lesson structure, you may have heard we've got something called the Horse Charming Pathway Plan, and that basically is a whole structure that we provide to people who are having lessons with us. And you can go off, once you've done the foundation level, you can go off in all sorts of different directions depending on what your particular interests or objectives are with your horse. A lot of people have got, you know, medical issues that they need to address with their animal, or they want to ride. Whatever it is, you know, we can help guide you through that process, and we have a lesson for everything in effect. And if we don't have something specific, Max is really good at writing bespoke things for new queries as they arise. So the foundation lessons, if you've not already done them, it comes with an introductory document which is 40 pages of really well thought out information provided by Max, who is obviously an expert in force-free training and horse-friendly horsekeeping. So that in itself, you know, is worth its weight in gold in terms of the information contained. Then you have the Building a Bridge of Understanding lesson, which basically sets the horse up for the right emotional foundations for training with food. We move on to the Stand Calm lesson, which basically establishes a default behaviour of the horse standing calmly by your side. Used to be the old stand still, face forward, but actually that was quite a difficult thing for novice horses and handlers to achieve. Because the horse's natural instinct was to seek out the food. So to just stand there, it's something that we've gradually kind of introduced through a shaping process instead, and it works a lot better. It's a lot more easy for people to achieve. Then we get you moving in and out of protective contact, so your horse gets used to being with you without that physical barrier in the way, because we start with the barrier for obvious reasons, which have been explained in a previous video. That's Bracken's episode if you haven't seen it. And once we've done the stand calm lesson, we then introduce simple targeting. So that gives you the kind of the foundation structure of all these key elements that you're going to need to move on through the pathway in whichever particular direction you want to go, whether it be movement or Pilates, because we do a lot of force-free Pilates, and obviously you have to have a calm horse to be able to be in close proximity with them to get them to do the baited stretches and things like that. So that's why we say foundation lessons first for that as well. And as I say, there is, you know, a progression through to riding, but we as an organisation are very much focused on horse welfare, horse friendly horse keeping, and getting, you know, management and health, you know, optimum before we think about those other kind of add-on things like riding. I've said in previous episodes that Max often says, you know, riding is the icing, but first you need a cake. So we spend a lot of time baking that cake and making sure that everything the horse needs is addressed first. So if that sounds good to you, then our foundation package will be a great investment, and give us a shout if you need any help to get started with that. Okay, great, thanks, bye. Okay, I'm definitely, my microphone's off, yeah? My microphone's off? Good. Larry, Giles, seriously, when are we going to sort this out? I mean, seriously, it's an embarrassment. I have to go on screen every day and explain this to people. I'm just not having it. And, you know, the wardrobe department, you're not much better as well. This sodding hat, I've worn it in every bloody episode. Get some imagination. Get some flair. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Giles, you're a little bucking hunt.